Hello everyone, welcome to MMA at Midnight. I'm your host Shant Yeretzian, and this is our Bellator 194 post-fight special. Just got home from the fights. I'm exhausted. It's like 4 in the morning, but I wanted to get this video up while everything was still fresh on my mind. It was a really good card. The five fights on the main card were really good. I was looking forward to them, and they lived up to it. Some of them went a little different than I thought. Decision that went a little questionable, but we'll get into that right now. Let's start with that main event. The main event, it was Roy Nelson versus Matt Mitrione. The judges gave it a majority decision to Matt Mitrione. The fans were all booing. Everyone thought Roy Nelson won the fight. I thought Roy Nelson won the fight. He did really well. He landed some strikes. He got 3 huge takedowns, one at the end of each round, and he did some really good ground and pound with that as well. I thought Roy Nelson won that fight. And there was something else I want to say. Roy Nelson surprised me. His shot, like when he took Mitrione down, he was really fast and explosive. I can't remember which takedown it was. I'm not sure if it was the second or third round, but one of them was really explosive and fast, and I couldn't believe how fast Roy Nelson moved. It was really impressive shot. Him going for that takedown, it was amazing seeing someone his size move like that. So I want to give him props for that. It was a good fight. Matt Mitrione, he toughed it out. He landed some really good shots on Roy Nelson too. He landed some good leg kicks. It was a close fight, but everyone who watched it thought Roy Nelson won. The fans were all booing, thought there was going to be a riot in the place. But it was a good fight, back and forth, a lot of action, but I felt like Roy Nelson did more in the fight and definitely deserved the win. In the co-main event, we had Patricio Pitbull versus Derek Campos. This was a rematch. Patricio won the first fight, and he ended up winning this one as well. He ended up TKOing Derek Campos in the first round. He landed some. He ended up rocking him and landing some ground and pound to finish him off. It was an impressive performance by him. He said in the post-fight press conference that he wanted to, get that rematch with Chandler or whoever has the belt, if it's Primus or Chandler. So I'm looking forward to that. He's had that impressive win streak. He beat Benson Henderson, Josh Thompson, and now Derek Campos again. So that's 3 huge wins in a row for him. So we'll see what happens with the Brent Primus Michael Chandler rematch, and then hopefully Patricio will fight the winner of that after, because that'll be really exciting. And we also had Heather Hardy versus Anna Hulaton on the card. This was a fight that had a lot of attention on it. These girls have a bit of a rivalry going on. They're planning on doing a boxing match after as well. Heather Hardy ended up winning a unanimous decision. She ended up landing more strikes, being more aggressive, going for submission attempts. Anna was just constantly trying to clinch, go for the takedown. That ended up giving Heather a unanimous decision. I feel it was pretty straightforward, but props to both the women. They went for it, and hopefully we'll get to see that boxing match or maybe another rematch in the Bellator cage. In the fight before that, we had Vadim Nemco versus Liam McGeary. First off, Vadim, he walked out to Nightwish. That's one of my favorite bands, so props to him. He's got good taste in music. And he was landing some vicious leg kicks over and over again to Liam McGeary, and Liam couldn't even by the end of the fight he couldn't even stand. He fell over because he just got chopped down repeatedly. His leg was busted. He ate so many, and Vadim's foot looked swelled up too from all the kicks that he landed. He picked apart Liam McGeary. He really did. It was an impressive performance by Vadim. I'm looking forward to seeing what else he's going to do. The 205 division definitely needs some young blood like him, and he's really well-rounded. His striking game is good, and he's supposed to be a really well-rounded sambo guy. Everything looked good. Liam McGeary tried to go for a triangle. He was aware of it. He was out of it. He didn't even give him a chance to get proper positioning or anything. Like he was very well aware of it. So it shows that he knows his submission and ground game very well. He has that fight intelligence. So keep an eye on him. And on the first fight of the main card, we had Twain Claxton against Jose Perez. This was Twain had that sick flying knee knockout in his first fight in Bellator. In this one, he ended up winning in the second round by TKO with some ground and pound. He seemed disappointed in his performance afterwards, and he talked about it a bit in the post-fight press conference. He just, he sets a high standard for himself, and after that flying knee knockout, like he wanted to have a more impressive finish or something to get people talking more. It was a solid fight by him. He was dominant. It was a good performance. It wasn't like a highlight reel finish that he wanted, but it was a solid performance by him, and he shouldn't hang his head. It was a good performance by him, and I'm looking forward to his next fight. He said he wants to fight at least 5 times this year. That's awesome. He's young, he's hungry, and he didn't take any damage in this fight. He said he's healthy, so definitely put him in some more fights. That'll be awesome to see. He looks like he has a really bright future. A couple of other things on the prelims I wanted to mention. There was a knockout slam by Michael Kimball on Jeffrey then. Michael Kimball got caught in an armbar, and he picked up and just slammed Jeffrey right on his head. I don't know if you call it a spike slam, and yeah, he ended up knocking him out. He hit him with a couple punches, the ground and pound after, and he was out. The fight was over. That was an impressive finish. Also, Regivaldo Carvalho beat Tom English with a 17-second knockout. Yeah, it was a quick fight. It was really good. If you can see it, check it out online. Bellator will probably have it up on their website. That was a good fight. So a lot of up-and-comers like Regivaldo and Michael Kimball to keep an eye on that were on the prelims. And on the main card, solid performance from Twain Claxton. Heather Hardy, Vadim had a great performance. Patricio had an awesome performance. Roy Nelson had a really good performance, even though he didn't win. And props to Matt Mitrione. He did have a good fight. So overall, it was a good evening. I had a lot of fun. It was a good event to watch, good event to cover. And I'm looking forward to the Bellator heavyweight World Grand Prix continuing. So stay tuned for any of that. Thank you guys for watching. I need to get some sleep. I'm going to upload this, and I need to pass out. I've been awake for way too long. So have a good one, guys. Bye.